students, welcome to my channel Learning History Made Easy. In today's video, I have come with a very important announcement. The PU Board have released a new pattern for the year 2022-23, the coming board exams for history subject. So based on the new pattern, they have also released a new blueprint. So in today's video, I'll be discussing the blueprint and the weightages given to each chapters based on the new pattern. So in the new pattern, in the change of patterns of the questions, you will have MCQs, that is multiple choice questions, and fill in the blanks along with your 1 mark questions, 2 mark questions, then 5 and 10 mark questions will be there. Match the following, arrange in chronological order, and map. So extra newly which is added is MCQs, that is multiple choice question, and fill in the blanks. The detailed explanation regarding the pattern I will be explaining in the next video, and also I will be uploading a video with a model paper based on this new pattern. So for the time being, today we will discuss the blueprint which is released by the PU Board. All these are very important things which if you concentrate and understand, it is very easy to score 100% marks in history exams. So without wasting time, let us get into the video. Before that, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel, and also click the notification button so that whenever I upload new videos regarding all these, you will get the notification. Okay, so let us get into the video. So here you can see on the screen, you can see the blueprint, that is second PUC history blueprint 2022-23 chapter wise marks allocation you can see here. So in this, if you see, you can see that there is different columns in which it tells MCQs, fill in the blanks, match the following, 1 mark, 2 mark, 5 mark, 10 mark questions, chronology and map, and then there is a column for total marks. So let us see the blueprint. In the blueprint, from the first chapter, that is first chapter is introduction. According to the blueprint, there is 1 MCQ and 1 5 mark question. Okay, so regarding, I will just write and explain what is this. So regarding your first chapter, there is 1 MCQ, that is multiple choice question. For example, from first chapter, if you think regarding what is excavation, or it can be asked excavation is, then they will give you 4 choices and any one choice you have to select, scientific digging of earth to unearth sources. So like that, multiple choice question will be there. Choices will be given, you have to select the correct choice. So regarding the questions, I will be making another video. Now I will be explaining only the weightages. So 1 MCQ, maybe regarding numismatics, excavation, so many MCQs are there from chapter 1, and 1 5 mark question and also come from chapter 1, that is introduction. 1 5 mark question. 5 mark question from chapter 1, if you think, that is impact of geography on Indian history, impact of geography or importance of archaeological sources in reconstructing history of India, archaeological sources, all these can come as 5 mark question. Then again one more can come, that is unity in diversity is a unique feature of Indian history explained. All these can come as 5 mark question. So basically it is 1 MCQ and 1 5 mark question from chapter 1. Now let us move on to chapter 2. According to the blueprint, chapter 2 is Stone Age and Metal Age. It is a small chapter. From that chapter, according to your blueprint, only 1 2 mark question will come. Okay, so from chapter 2, if you see chapter 2, okay, here chapter, if you see in chapter 2, that is Stone Age and Metal Age, 1 question will come, that is that question will be a 2 mark question. So which are the 2 mark questions from chapter 2? It can come, what is the meaning of the word Paleolithic, or what's the meaning of the word Neolithic? Name any 2 sites of Neolithic age. Any this kind of a 2 mark question can come. 1 question will come, that is 2 mark question from chapter 2. Now let us move on to chapter 3, that is Indus Civilization. So if you see in your blueprint, from Indus civilization, one 5-mark question can come. So that 5-mark question, we can almost be sure regarding that 5-mark question. That is from chapter 3, Indus civilization. 5-mark question. There are only 2 5-mark questions. One is town planning of Indus civilization. Town planning of Indus civilization. And one more question can come, social economic condition. Socio-economic condition of Indus civilization. Any one from this 5-mark question can come from chapter 3. That is only one 5-mark question. Next is chapter 4. In chapter 4, 4.1, that is Vedic age. From Vedic age, if you see, one MCQ, one fill in the blanks, and one 2-mark question. So chapter chapter 4.1, if you see, there is 4.1, one MCQ, then fill in the blanks, and a 2-mark question. Fill in the blanks and a 2-mark question can come from this chapter. So if you think about MCQs or 2-mark question from chapter 4.1, that is Vedic age, if you think, you can think of questions like what is the meaning of the term Veda, or Arya means, MCQs can come. The word Arya means, then the meaning of the word Kshetra. All these kind of questions can come as MCQs. Regarding 2-mark question, questions can come like name any 2 Vedas, or name any 2 Varnas, or name any 2 groups which help the king in administration during Vedic period. Like that, 2-mark questions can come. So MCQ is there, 2-mark question is there, or fill in the blanks is there, or the first Veda is dash. So like that, fill in the blanks also can come. That is from chapter 4.1. Next, let us move on to chapter 4.2, that is Rise of New Religion. From chapter 4.2, if you see, you can see one MCQ and one 10-mark question is going to come from this chapter. So from 4.2, that is a Rise of a New Religion, 4.2, one MCQ and one 10-mark question can come. MCQ, you can think of questions like who is the founder of, that is the founder of Buddhism is, then 4 choices they can give. Original name of Buddha is, so all these parents of Vardhamana Mahavira. So like that, MCQs or 1-mark question or 2-mark questions can come. Regarding 10-mark question, that is a sure short question, that is explain or sketch the life and teaching of Buddha. Life and teaching of Gautama Buddha. That is the 10-mark question which is going to come from chapter 4.2. That is Rise of New Religion, chapter 4.2. Now let us move on to chapter 4.3, Mauryas. If you see, from chapter 4.3 we can see match the following, 1 question can come, and chronological order, 1 question can come. So we can think of questions like, okay, I'll be writing here, chapter 4.3. Okay, chapter 4.3, match the following can come, chronological order can come, match the following, that is, and chronological order, any one event from the chapter Mauryas can come. Capital of Mauryas, in match the following they can ask capital of Mauryas, and on the other side they can give the places, royal emblem of Mauryas. All these kind of questions can come from Mauryas. Match the following and chronological order questions can come from chapter 4.3, that is Mauryas. Now next let us go on to chapter 4.4, Kushanas. Here also match the following and one mark. Regarding Mauryas, I forgot to tell, in map also 2 places can come regarding Mauryas. Map anyway you have only total 20 places, so from regarding Mauryas 2 places can come in map question. Then in 4.4 Kushanas, as I said just now, match the following and one mark question can come in Kushanas. Okay, that is 4.4 Kushanas. 4.4, that is match the following, one question can come and one mark question can come from Kushanas. For example, original home of Kushanas, original home of Kushanas, greatest king of Kushanas, greatest king of Kushana, capital of Kanishka. All these questions can come as match the following or one mark question. So these kind of questions can come from chapter 4.4, that is the chapter Kushanas. Now let us move on to chapter 4.5, that is Guptas. From 4.5 Guptas, there is only one 10-mark question. Okay, chapter 4.5 Guptas. Okay, 4.5 chapters name Guptas. From Guptas, that is 10-mark question. We all know that important 10-mark question. Why is Gupta age called as golden age? A very, very important 10-mark question. That is what is going to come from chapter 4.5. Next, we will move on to chapter 4.6. Chapter 4.6 Cholas, according to your blueprint, one 5-mark question is going to come from chapter 4.6. So regarding 4.6, let us think of 5-mark question. 4.6 Cholas, 5-mark question. If you think, the questions which can come is achievements of Rajaraja Chola 1, Rajaraja Chola 1, or achievements of Rajendra Chola, or even more important, village administration of Cholas. Anyone can come from chapter 4.6. So from Cholas, 5-mark question is going to come. Any one of these questions can come from chapter 4.6, that is Cholas. Now let us move on to chapter 4.7, Vardhanas and early Chalukyas. From this chapter, one MCQ and one 2-mark question and map one place can come from Vardhanas and early Chalukyas. So one MCQ and one 2-mark question. So if you think of chapter 4.7 Vardhanas and early Chalukyas, that is MCQ can come. For example, the greatest ruler of Vardhana is, then choices can come. You have to select one from that choice. Who wrote Harsha Charita? And a 2-mark question can also come from Vardhanas and early Chalukyas, that is 4.9, and one place in map can come from Vardhanas and early Chalukyas. After that, chapter 4.8 Rashtrakutas. From this, 1-mark one question and 2-mark one question, and chronological order one event can come. 1-mark and 2-mark question can come from chapter 4.8 Rashtrakutas. So if you see chapter 4.8 Rashtrakutas, MCQ, royal emblem of Rashtrakutas, 4 choices can be given, or who is called as Adikavi of Kannada. 2-mark question, who patronized Pampa. So any one of these kind of questions can come from chapter 4.8, that is Rashtrakutas. Now let us move on to chapter 4.9. 4.9 later Chalukyas and Hoysalas. From this chapter, one 5-mark question is going to come, that is 4.9 later Chalukyas and Hoysalas. One 5-mark question is going to come. So in this chapter, if you think of 5-mark question, the question can be achievements of Vishnuvardhana, achievements of Vishnuvardhana, or features of Hoysala architecture, features of Hoysala architecture. Any this kind of 5-mark question can come from chapter 4.9, that is later Chalukyas and Hoysalas. So this was about chapter 4. Okay, this was the weightage of marks regarding your chapter 4. Now let us move on to chapter 5. Okay, I will just scroll down. Okay, hope you can see. Regarding chapter 5, that is medieval period, 5.1 Delhi Sultanate. From this chapter, 2-mark question and one 10-mark question can come. So there is 5.1 Delhi Sultanate chapter. 5.1 you will have a 2-mark question and a 10-mark question. Okay, so regarding a 2-mark question, many questions are there. Founder of slave dynasty, who is called as parrot of India, 2 dynasties of Delhi Sultanate, any dynasty, any question can come as a 2-mark or MCQ question. Now regarding 10-mark question, one of the most important is the administrative experiments of Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Muhammad bin Tughlaq, or why is Muhammad bin Tughlaq called as a mixture of opposites? What are the administrative experiments? Or 10-mark question can come, contribution of Delhi Sultanate. Contribution of Delhi Sultanate. So like this, any 10-mark question also can come from 5.1. So 10-mark question very important, and a 2-mark question can come from 5.1, that is Delhi Sultanate. Next is 5.2 Mughals, MCQ and 2-mark question and place in map. 2 places can come or 1 place can come. So MCQ and 2-mark question from Mughal. So that is chapter 5.2. If you see 5.2, you will have MCQ and 1-mark question from chapter Mughals. Okay, so that is who wrote Akbarnama, Akbarnama's author. Akbarnama, 4 choices can be given and you can select 1 choice. New religion of Akbar. Then question can come, 2 capitals of Akbar, 2-mark question. So like this, questions can come from 5.2, that is Mughals. That it is 1 MCQ and 2-mark question, children. Sorry, it is an MCQ and not 1 mark. It is MCQ and a 2-mark question, not 1 mark, 2-mark question from chapter 5.2. So this is regarding chapter 5.2. Now let us move on to chapter 5.3, that is rise of Marathas. From this chapter, MCQ, 2-mark question and chronological order can come. So that is So that is 5.3, rise of Marathas. From 5.3, MCQ can come, 2-mark question can come, and also chronological order question can come. Chronological order question can come from 5.3. So MCQ, Chauth is a tax collected by dash, or choices can be given, or example, parents of Shivaji, 2-mark question can come, or 2 taxes collected by Shivaji, 2-mark question can come, or any incident, coronation of Shivaji, chronological order can come. So like this, MCQ will be there, 2-mark question will be there, chronological order will be there from 5.3. Next is regarding 5.4. 5.4 is Vijayanagara Empire. From this chapter, you will have match the following, 2-mark and a 10-mark question. Very important. From 5.4 Vijayanagara Empire. 5.4 match the following, a 2-mark question and a 10-mark question can come from this. So if you think of match the following, Navakoti Narayana, which ruler was called like that, match the following, capital of Vijayanagara Empire, 2-mark question, first Kannada drama, who is its author, founder of Vijayanagara Empire, any these kind of questions can come as 2-mark question. Regarding 10-mark question, a very important question, that is achievements of Krishnadevaraya. Achievements of Krishnadevaraya can come, and even more important, that is cultural contributions of Vijayanagara Empire. That is contribution of Vijayanagara Empire in the field of religion, literature, art and architecture, cultural contribution. That is an important 10-mark question from chapter 5.4. So match the following can come 2-mark and 10-mark question from 5.4. Regarding 5.5, Bahmani and Adil Shahi Sultans, that is fill in the blanks can come, and a 1-mark question, and map places. Yes, can come. Fill in the blanks and 1-mark question from Bahmanis and Adil Shahi Sultans, that is 5.5. Okay, from chapter 5.5, that is Bahmani and Adil Shahi Sultans, that is 1-mark question, and chronological order. Let us see once more. Fill in the blanks, 1 mark, and map. Okay, so here you will have fill in the blanks, 1-mark question and map question. Fill in the blanks, 1 mark, and places in map will come. So for example, if you see who built the madrasa of Bidar, or the madrasa of Bidar was built by dash. So like that, fill in the blanks can come. Who is called as Jagat Guru Badshah, 1-mark question can come. So these kind of questions can come from chapter 5.5. Now let us move on to the next chapter, that is chapter 6, Socio-Religious Reform Movement in Medieval India. From this chapter, MCQ, fill in the blanks, match the following, and a 5-mark question. So here from chapter 6, that is MCQ, from chapter 6, MCQ, fill in the blanks, match the following, and a 5-mark question can come. So if you think of MCQ, the birthplace of Shankaracharya is, 4 choices they can give. Fill in the blanks, the philosophy of Madhavacharya is dash. Match the following, one side they can put Holy Book of 6. So like that questions can come. And regarding the 5-mark question, life and teachings of any one personality can come as 5-mark question. Maybe Shankaracharya can come, Shankaracharya, Basaveshwara, Madhvacharya, Madhvacharya, Ramanujacharya. Any one of these can come as a 5-mark question. So from this chapter you will have MCQ, fill in the blanks, match the following, and 5-mark question. So that is very important, chapter 6. So now let us move on to chapter 7, 7.1, Advent of Europeans. In 7.1 you will have 1 MCQ and 2-mark question and map question. Okay, so 7.1 you will have, okay, in 7.1 you will have MCQ, 2-mark question, and places in map also you will have. So if you see 7.1 MCQ, trading center of Portuguese in India, 4 choices they can give. Trading center of Dutch in India, choices they can give. Or regarding 2-mark question, the terms of Treaty of Srirangapattanam are. All these can come as 2-mark question and MCQs. Now next let us move on to chapter 7.2. In 7.2, that is first war of Indian independence, 1 10-mark question can come from this chapter. That is a known question only, that is 7.2, first war of Indian independence, 10-mark question. There is only 1 10-mark question there, that is causes and results of first war of Indian independence. First war of Indian independence, that is a 10-mark question from this chapter. So that is what is going to come from chapter 7.2, that is a 10-mark question. Now regarding 7.3, that is impact of British rule on economy and education. From 7.3 you will have match the following, 1-mark question and 2-mark question. From 7.3, that is impact of British rule on economy and education, match the following will be there, 1-mark question will be there, and 2-mark question also can come from this. That is who propounded drain theory. 1 mark question can come. The book of Dadabhai Naoroji, like match the following, it can come. In 2 marks, what is Raitwari system, what is Mahalwari system, all such questions can come as 2 mark question. So this is from chapter 7.3. Now let us move on to chapter 7.4, that is socio-religious reform movement. From 7.4 you will have MCQ, fill in the blanks, and a chronological order 1 question. So in chapter 7.4 MCQ will be there. 7.4 MCQ will be there, fill in the blanks will be there, and arrange in chronological order. So these are the type of questions which can come. MCQ, founder of Brahma Samaj, 4 choices they can give: founder of Arya Samaj, or who is the father of Indian Renaissance, or dash is called as a father of Indian Renaissance, fill in the blanks can come, or any events the Arya Samaj founded. So like that, chronological order can come. So these kind of questions can come from chapter 7.4, that is socio-religious reform movement. Now let us move on to the next chapter, 7.5, Mysore, a model state. From this chapter, 1 10-mark question can come, a very important question which is a repeated question from chapter 7.5, 10-mark question, that is a question regarding Sir M. Vishweshwaraya. That is, Sir M. Vishweshwaraya is called the maker of modern Mysore. Explain, a very, very important 10-mark question from chapter 7.5. Next, let us move on to chapter 7.6, that is Indian National Movement. From this chapter, fill in the blanks, 1 mark question, 2 mark question, and 5 mark question, as well as map. 1 mark, 2 mark, 5 mark, map. So you have to understand, it's a very important chapter. 7.6, 1 mark, 2 mark, 5 mark, and map can come from chapter 7.6, that is Indian National Movement. 1 mark question, who signed Pune Pact, who is called as Karnataka Kesari, why was Bengal partitioned, 2 mark question can come. Then regarding 2 moderate leaders, 2 extremist leaders. Then regarding 5 mark question, if you see the role of Karnataka in Indian national movement can come as a 5 mark question. For example, factors for the rise of for Indian nationalism, that can come as a 5 mark question. So like these questions can come from chapter 7.6. So 1 mark question, 2 mark question, 5 mark question, and map question can come from chapter 7.6. Now finally, let us see chapter 7.7, that is Unification Movement of Karnataka. From this chapter, you will have MCQ and chronological order question from this chapter. So 7.7, that is a Unification Movement of Karnataka. If you see 7.7, MCQ can come, and a chronological order also can come from this. For example, MCQ, the work of Alur Venkatarao is, like that MCQ can come, or the first chief minister of Mysore after unification was, and any events during the time also can come as chronological order. So all these questions, that is MCQ, chronological order, are from 7.7. Next, finally, we will see chapter 8, that is basically map. In all these chapters, we have discussed from which all chapters places in map will come. So this is the total questions which are given in your blueprint according to your new pattern. That is, I have told you, a new pattern, MCQ is added and fill in the blanks is added, along with all other questions, that is 1 mark, 2 mark, 5 mark, match the following, chronological order, map, and 10 mark question. So it is very easy to score good marks in your history paper if you study according to this blueprint. So the main thing you have to understand according to the blueprint is, from 4 chapters they have told 10-mark questions can come. So if you see, the 4 chapters from which 10-mark question can come is, sorry, not 4 chapters, if you see from the beginning, okay, rise of new religion, 10-mark question can come, that is given. Gupta age, golden age, 10-mark question can come. Delhi Sultanate, 10-mark question. Vijayanagara Empire, 10-mark question can come. First War of Indian Independence, then Mysore model state. So these are 6 total chapters they have told, from which 10-mark questions can come. Same like that, 5-mark question also they have given the chapters. If you see, a 5-mark question can come from chapter 1 introduction, then it can come from Indus civilization, town planning can come, then regarding Cholas question, 5-mark question can come. Later Chalukyas and Hoysalas is another chapter from which 5-mark question can come. Then regarding socio-religious reform movement, then Indian national movement, these are the chapters from which 5-mark question can come. So if you concentrate like that and study those 5-mark and 10-mark questions which are important, that itself help you score more. So in the coming videos, I'll be discussing the important questions based on this blueprint. I'll be giving a complete model paper which is released by the PU board based on the blueprint. So please keep on following the channel for more and more videos. So in case of any doubts which you have regarding this, please do ask in the comment section. And also don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Your likes and shares will be of a great encouragement for me to make more and more videos. So I hope to see you all soon in the coming video. Thank you for watching.